What's up? Or shall I say what's down? Y'all used to write letters like that?
Yes. And then drop.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
dropping you.
Y'all used to write letters like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
Y'all used to write letters.
Period.
Yeah.
That's better.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We appreciate y'all for checking in with us tonight on the G Spot Podcast. Tonight, man, is the season finale. Hey, hey. First of all, man, I really want to start off, and I was also in with thanking everybody who supported me along the way. This is something that I've been wanting to do for the last couple of years, and finally, even when my friends was like, "You should do it, you should do it," and Mercedes was one of them. Just couldn't find it within myself, man. But the man, when you got something in you, it's for a reason. Especially when it's on your mind all the time, it's for a reason. It's for you to manifest the ideal or for you to give it to somebody else, man. And a lot of times we move out of fear, and that's one thing I had to get out of, is moving out of fear. So y'all, we gonna do better with that this year. No fear. Shit, especially if you fought COVID, y'all shouldn't be really too much scared of nothing, man. So I really appreciate that. First off, man, I wanna because I ain't really get to do it, but make sure y'all check up the story of Charles Baker, who was a self-taught mechanical engineer who spent the majority of his childhood in slavery. He was born in 1865. Wait, 1856. I'm sorry. And he passed away in 1926. But make sure y'all look up his story, man. He was a self-taught pioneer, born into slavery or whatever. His mom died when he was about right before he turned 1 year old. So he had to really, that was another resilient story. It's that black people, we resilient individuals anyways. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check him out, man. Me personally, Black history is every day for me. Y'all know, if you know me, you know I'm gonna always post some black shit. Cause that's what I do, tonight, man, I got my friend Mercedes. You see her glowing right there. Y'all know Mercedes. We got her in the building. We got Sherelle in the building. Y'all be waiting on Sherelle. Like, they be waiting on Sherelle. What a teacher at? Yeah. And then we got my boy Brian in the building. Hey, man, Brian got a pretty good event coming up this weekend, man. Let them know about your event you got coming up.
Yo, it's going to be Vibes and Things. We're giving the Caribbean Vibe Day Party from 3 to 9 p.m. 701 North V Street, Pensacola, Florida. We got DJs coming from Fort Walton Beach, and we also got our very own DJ Dreddy. Shout out DJ Dreddy. But my partner is Will Caron with an exclusive stepper promo. Come check us out, man. It's something different, man. We going a diverse route in Pensacola. We bring the Caribbean vibe. We sell out every time, so it's definitely a championship movement.
Yeah, definitely, man. Make sure y'all check that out. We got a lot of good things going on in the city this weekend, man. So the Chef Unite event. Make sure y'all be something everywhere. What they call Set Hot.
Monet singing at the district from 7 to 10.
Okay.
She sang on Tuesday with
Trey.
Heads.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've heard her sing before. Very talented woman. So make sure y'all out and about this weekend. It's supposed to be a pretty nice weekend this weekend.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, man. Look, if I didn't have my own plans, I'll be at Joe Kane Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all going to Mardi Gras in Pensacola?
Next Tuesday, I will be at Seville.
Boring.
Seville.
At Seville. I've never been to Seville.
I was on Tuesday with the Punkheads.
Okay.
So they're doing something for Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Maybe I could check that out. I got to work Monday and Tuesday.
I can't.
Yeah, but I do want to go to I want to go to one of the parades at least this weekend. But I got a lot of stuff coming up this weekend myself.
Me too.
First, man, one thing I like to do. I don't know if y'all ever played this game. The tonight's conversation is called Ace Metaphor. Have you ever bought that game?
Oh, so are you gonna
Ace Metaphor?
So tonight's gonna be all games from
No. Tomorrow night.
Awesome.
No, Saturday night though. Saturday night we gonna play it again or whatever.
Yeah.
But
that same game.
We
played it the other. We had a kickback a couple weeks ago. We played it. We had fun.
Yeah. So you was here.
You was here.
Yeah.
You was. Oh yeah, you came at the end, girl.
Yeah.
I had to drink. Yes.
I sent it to you.
She showed it.
Yeah. So man, we got some pretty good things coming up. But I really like this game. This game is how can I put this? It'll help you figure some people out, and it's very good if you're in a relationship. I think this is what the game was designed for when you're in relationships. But I prefer to play it in groups too because hell, it lets you. It's a what you call it, an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely should play that too. But I do want to go to. I want to go to. Damn, how you do that, boy? Hold on. Hey, but
Trying to see the comment.
yeah, trying to see. No, I'm trying to see how I do this thing.
Send me the link. I'll show you the comments on the screen.
It'll show, yeah, where you right. I normally show it right there.
You know how
Yeah,
to get the link?
yeah, from Facebook.
I'm finna
Yeah,
send
go to the
Okay.
chat page.
Yeah, I'm finna send
Oh,
this
I
on
see.
now. All right, so our question tonight, man. We got a question, and two, you make sure y'all answer us, and y'all can respond to the questions also in the
Yeah, there they go.
also. Yeah, he's on. Never mind, that was me. Yeah, y'all can respond to the questions also, and what she said, what Brianna said, I like that wig, girl.
Messy.
Hey, carry on.
Messy.
Just hit me up, bro. Hit me up in my DM, either on my podcast page, on my personal page. Whenever you want to come on, man, just hit me up. We could have a conversation on when to come on, dog. Anybody, that's for anybody. I don't discriminate. First come, sir. First come, serve. Why would I say that? Yeah, but yeah, all that. You know, you get old, you just be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk for shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, a woman told me where they be like, yeah, a woman from Alabama I work with. She said, y'all always talking down about people from Alabama, but y'all Alabama juniors. And I thought about it. And I was like, damn, yeah, because
Well,
all our
yes,
grandparents
it's
is from Alabama.
No, baby.
Yeah. So, okay, the question, and everybody answer this. I'm gonna start with Mercedes. If your significant other gets their dream job in a city far away from your family, are you willing to relocate?
Yes, because that's my family.
Okay.
Yes, definitely the same
Definitely.
answer. I'm
Same
following
answer.
my man.
Okay.
And
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. That's good, man. I've had people who be like, well, it depends on the job. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, but definitely, man. I feel like if it could benefit. So, what if they had to leave and they had to leave you behind for a minute? Like, y'all would be okay with that?
Well,
True.
Yeah. Describe a minute. Like 6 months, a year,
Yeah, like 6
5
months.
years.
Say like 6 months.
Oh yeah, that's no time.
Until y'all look,
Yeah.
you know, y'all looking for something
together. and all
together.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so man, tonight's topic is about dating in your 30s, man.
Oof.
I'm at the 30 mark, but I'm gonna be 31 in less than 2 months. And I ain't even gonna say
Damn, that
God's
shit went
willing.
by
I
fast.
ain't gonna say the date.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
31 Saturday.
Oh, really, man? Happy early
Happy
birthday, dog.
birthday.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say if God's willing because it's gonna be in God's will.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So we gonna live a long time, and hopefully I'm able to walk. That needle, that love knee be freaking me out sometime, boy. I think that come from when I I was trying to run at the Bluffs one time, trying to show out on the boardwalk. And I had hit a cone and with some leaves up under that one fall, boy. Boy, as soon as I hit that cone, I ain't catching it, boy. I was on the goddamn carpet on the Latin. Come on.
I ride a whole new world. I bet you did see it.
That's right.
Hey, so man, dating in your 30s.
I like Kim's answer.
So let me say that. What's up, Yawo? That's my girl, Yawo, right there. Dating in your 30s, man. Me personally, I feel like dating in my 30s has been kind of fun. I think when you get in your 30s, for me, I'm speaking for me. When I started knocking on 30, I got this big epiphany. Like, what you gonna do with yourself? Like, what the hell you got going on? Like, you ain't really doing what you're supposed to be doing right here. You ain't really happy right there. So what you gonna do? And so for me, I feel like I tell people all the time, man, when you're in your 20s, date. Like, people try to force you to make you feel like you have to get married, date. Because when you're in your 20s, for real, people charge us as adults like we're in our 30s and 40s. You know, when you're in your 20s, you should have this, you should have that. But no, shit. In your 20s, you're really just learning. You get out there on your
Your
own.
20s are for your screw up years. That's
Your
why
screw up
those
years.
Are you supposed to mess up?
Yeah.
You're
That's what I
young.
think it
You're
is.
supposed to mess up.
Yeah, and especially for a lot of us,
Okay, Charlie.
when you're black, we weren't really taught financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? It was either 18 and you got to go. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really be mad because a lot of our parents didn't know much. It was they were
either.
surviving. You know what I'm saying? So I always say all the time, date. For you as a woman, how do you, when you got that, do you see the difference from dating in your 20s to dating in your 30s? You do?
Look, no,
You don't?
because I see it's the same dude, so it's not.
The dating pool
like,
is
you
the
see
same.
They got the same stuff going on, so no, you don't really see a difference unless you like maybe outside. I couldn't even say outside your comfort zone because hell, even they fuck up.
What
So,
about like your mindset in your 20s?
my
and your
mindset
30s?
is
Yeah.
my mindset is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like completely.
Yeah.
A light bulb came on.
That's what it takes sometimes, though.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
At
What about
this
you?
point, baby,
Could you-
Mine, I'm the oldest. I'm the eldest. So this black just didn't crack, you know. But I was in my 20s. I think it was backwards because I'm a little bit different generation than you guys.
Right.
So in my 20s, I thought I wanted to be married. I had 2 kids already. So I was based on old school values, like that's what you do. You get a good man, he has a good job, you have a regular job,
Yeah.
and you have your kids. And then when that plan didn't work out in like life reality, in 30s, marriage is not such I'm not gonna say it's not a goal because it is still a goal, but it's not such a priority anymore. It's not like, and in my 20s, I knew like I wanted to be married by the time I was 30. Then that didn't happen. Okay, when I'm 35, okay, well, what the fuck? So, so when I hit really like 35, I was just like, you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I would like to, but it's like your mindset just changed.
Yeah.
And prioritize is that really that important?
Right. What about you, bro? Can you tell the difference from being 30 then dating in your 20s, early 20s or whatever?
Nah, I mean I can, but like you'll be
That's
amazed,
how-
huh? Yeah, nah, yeah, you'll be amazed at what matters to motherfuckers these days. Like,
Exactly.
and I
That's
think
I'm
what
saying.
happened was,
Exactly.
and I think what happened was because I started dating in my, dating in my 20s, but like Instagram and social media and shit wasn't there. You feel what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
a lot of
Neither.
things are fabricated these days, and a
Yep.
lot of people are living amongst their flesh instead of living who they are
Metaverse.
spiritually. And you got to decipher that. So dating in my 30s, like you got to be very mindful with your perspective of things and see and be upfront and see what people really want from you up front.
Right.
Because a lot of people got a lot of underlying motives, dating in your 30s. But 20s, you live a carefree life in your 20s and you catching up with your mistakes and the notes that you've taken from dating in your 20s, and you are now putting those into your 30s. But like a lot of shit matters that doesn't need to matter in your 20s, but it seems like it's starting to cross over into the 30s now.
Yeah.
See, me in my 30s now, I'm dating. I don't give a fuck about materialistic shit. I want to know what asset wise we gonna attain together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't think like that in their 30s still. So
I think that comes from people not setting the bar. If you're not used to something because you haven't experienced it, then you cannot say what you would want to expect out of a relationship. You get what I'm saying? You can think about
Even
it.
if you experienced it and it was negative and you never got the positive, that even gives you, like if you went with somebody that never took you out, y'all never had date night, and in the relationship it never bothered you, but after that relationship is over, you may say, you know what, the next person I'm with, we gonna have date night. So like those standards that you set for yourself, where in your 20s it may not have been a big deal, but in your 30s, oh, you taking me out.
well, that goes into that conversation, and this is my thing too. Like I hear a lot of people be like, "Well, I deserve."
Oh, yes.
Like, and no, it's not even about what can you bring to the table. What fulfills us? Well, what fulfills us enough to say or put into like a situation to say, well, hey, what we deserve. What is it?
What makes you worthy enough?
What makes you worthy enough? Is it the fact of what you went through in order to get to me? Is it the fact of what you've attained? All these other things like that. See me, I'm humble enough to not say what I deserve. I'm humble enough to say what I desire out of a relationship in my 30s versus my 20s. So
And that was deep.
Yeah,
that
I agree
was-
with you. I feel like
I
a lot of
definitely
us too.
felt-
I think
I
that's what
felt that.
everybody. Yeah, I feel that too because I've said that before to somebody.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
times we
women
say,
say that all the time.
All the
"Well,
time,
deserve
yeah.
I know my worth.
Yeah.
I
I know my worth, but
I
do
know
you?
what I deserve.
Because
do
if-
you though, right?
yeah, because the
Yeah,
thing
do you
is, your
really
worth
deserve
shows
that?
exactly.
Do
Your
you
worth shows
really?
in what you
Yeah.
allow other people to do to you.
And in your
Exactly.
character.
You know, and that shows if
Yeah.
I'm allowing this to myself, I don't even feel worthy enough to even request certain things from you because I'm allowing certain things to happen.
Exactly.
I say all the time when people get cheated, what's the point of you? If somebody cheating, what's the point of you getting on social media if you know you're gonna go back and forth with them?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just let that shit be.
My-
Now I know who
In
you
my
are.
20s, I
Yeah.
did that on
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
In my 30s, I got cheated on in peace and silence in my home.
Yeah,
And the
you
world
know?
did not know because
Yeah.
I stayed.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm
Different
big as
mindsets.
hell.
Different
Like
mindsets.
different mindsets.
And another thing too, like in our 30s, as far as dating versus our 20s, and like you say, cheating in peace and stuff like that. I feel like we do a lot of things privately in our 30s versus in our 20s because we're so susceptible about informing our friends of how the relationship went,
Mhm.
informing our parents of how the relationship went, giving them a sour taste, as far as that person versus now keeping everything inside of the relationship because we've learned we just gonna go back to that person or we just gonna do this or we just gonna do that.
Mhm.
Why should everybody have a sour taste when I'm just gonna go back to that person?
Mhm.
So in our 30s, we keep things more private.
Mhm.
And that's what I
That's
what I-
one of our faults.
Yeah.
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 No, you're right though. You were absolutely right.
It
And just
is.
like Xavier said, deserve versus desire.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was good.
Okay.
Now
That's
we-
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
deserve versus desire.
Chef
Yeah.
Zay.
Like we could and other things now we base love and we base relationships and even dating off of what social media is
That's true.
bringing.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
another
saying?
reason why you don't put it on there because you have this perception of what your relationship is, what
Yeah.
you are as a person. How dare you tell somebody you
Yeah.
got cheated on
Yeah.
and
For-
stayed
for me-
and stayed?
Mhm.
It ain't just so these people like to base their relationships off celebrity relationships. Like, first off, y'all ain't got that type of money.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ain't even
To
the same
base it
tax
off
bracket.
anything.
Yeah.
So you can't go comparing something if you ain't even got it. How you gonna sit there and compare? You ain't even got it.
Yeah.
If that was the case, you would bring that to the table.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it was like,
Yeah. I appreciated dating in my 20s because I was able to explore things, you know what I'm saying, and just find out who I was. And I know for a lot of I always, man, the last few times I've been to the Elks, like boy, they used to be my stomping ground, boy. I used to,
Yeah.
with the fried chicken. Hello.
boy, they used to be my stomping grounds. And I was in there and I was looking around and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And my homeboy looked at me and said, damn, boy, you look like a chaperone. And I was looking because I'm like, bro, I'm glad that I'm not at that point in my life where I'm 40 plus, 50 plus, hanging in a juke joint, getting pissy drunk and acting the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I experienced that in my 20s.
Yeah.
So now when I go places, I like to go places that are nice,
Wow.
lounge,
Yeah.
chill out.
Mhm.
But what that comes from, like we was talking about earlier, that comes from traveling.
Correct.
And you expose yourself to different
Outside,
cities and then you see how they party.
Different environments.
Yeah.
I always say that. I always say that it's so much more the outside of Pensacola.
Mhm.
But
So-
so many people are just their mindset is just here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They'll never experience it. And
So the
it's sad.
piggyback
Mhm.
off that, like I'm a promoter. I've been a promoter since I was like, I believe I was like 21, 20. And I'm still young, but given the fact I call it club years, like dog years, like I'm old in that sense. So a lot of people that get in the game, they use that as a whore factor.
Mm.
And for me, I use it as a monetary factor to where if I'm not in the club making money or if I'm not doing something to make money, I'm home rubbing my feet together with mine. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, like he said, you don't want to be in a position to where you're out searching in your 30s because at that time it's already too late.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? And at that time, you're getting somebody that already, their house has already been torn down and their walls have already been drawn on
Mhm.
and their roof needs patching, but that foundation is still there. It still has a little crack, but you're getting somebody with those problems. And I'm not saying that's something to be scared of in your 30s because that's something I was scared of too when I was turning 30. The person I was with in my 20s, we were long distance. And then I met somebody else when I moved here and I was 30. But at the same time, you have to patch people up too and build people. And you don't want to enjoy that. Like one of my things was I was like, damn, I'm 30, no kids. I'm gonna have to settle for somebody with kids. I would have took that responsibility,
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like, well, I should have exhausted my resources a little bit more, even though I don't have that situation that occurs right now. I should have just exhausted my resources a little bit more. But you don't want to be stuck into that realm to where you're out searching in your 30s, and you want to enjoy it. You want it to be fun, you know. So
You also don't want to settle.
So
yeah,
I
that
think-
too.
I had a homeboy tell me that too. He was at the time, he's older now. He still doesn't have any kids. He's still not married. And he was just like, I think he was like 35 then. And he was like, I've already accepted the fact that I'm going to be someone's stepdad and I may not have children of my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that was so sad to me.
Yeah.
Like,
It's dark.
Like
It's dark.
It was really sad. And I was like,
how I look at
But
that.
this day and time, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because there's so much sugar. I personally, my opinion,
Mhm.
I don't want to have a baby nowadays. It's too much going on. I'm
Yeah.
scared of the hospital.
I would be too.
I'm scared as hell, baby. You don't know for real. You just never.
It
know.
is a lot. I know it is a
lot.
stressful situation for people who have kids,
especially a man. It's a man
Yeah.
because his name stops there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so sad.
that's true.
Yeah, I told you that's
No,
why I
that's
felt
it.
so
You know what?
sad.
And I say that.
just
You know what?
said that.
And during this game, the game we play, they asked, "What is your biggest fear?" Well, and my biggest fear was not having kids before I died. Because I think about that. I think about, but I
Legacy.
knew how I grew up, and I felt like I wouldn't want a child to come here if I'm not financially ready. And my mom would say, "Well, you ain't
Never
got to be
gonna
financially
you're
ready."
gonna
And
never
I'm
be
like,
financially
yes,
ready
you
for
do.
a kid.
"That's why you ended up where you ended up with us. I don't want to go through that with my kids." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And men, we get a lot of pressure, especially when we hit 30
Yeah.
about that. Oh, he ain't got no kids, he ain't got this. But it's like, how I am in my life right now, I feel like focus on self. We get so distracted and we start looking at everybody else, and we even get to the point where we start comparing our own lives to other people, and then it's a mental competition. Like, oh, I should have this, and we do it to our peers. So you should have that, you should have this, but we don't know your story, we don't know your plan. So let me just sit back and focus on me and what I got going on, and get to where I need to be, because you lose focus that way.
Yeah.
Pointing
Just
and looking at
because
everybody
you got
else.
there faster than somebody else don't mean that they're not taking the steps to get there too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Your
that's
journey,
the reason.
your journey was quicker than somebody else's.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something real though about me. That's the reason why I don't double date. Like, and it's weird. People look at me like, oh, you don't double date.
The girls are literally sitting there mentally comparing.
Mentally comparing
Comparing
the situation.
the-
You know,
how you did.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't-
seriously.
What?
Even if they don't
And it's the only one
verbalize
you're gonna
it,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they don't verbalize
Or-
it, they're subconsciously like, he let her chair
Yeah.
out. He opened
Yeah.
the door for her.
Yeah.
Oh, he tipped for her.
Yeah.
And like just little subconsciously, you're comparing that
And
to
now
what
you're
your
in
man.
competition.
And
with
even
the
if
next-
you're not, she is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're in competition with the party that you done double dated with. How much was your meal?
Yeah.
How much did you tip? Child, I didn't tip this. Child, I didn't tip that. And see, I leave less space for, critique in the
Right.
situation. And that's why I don't double date, because what we have is what we have. What everybody else have is what they have. And we don't
Right.
know what it took to get there. But
Mhm.
all we need to figure out is what it takes for us to be where we need to be.
Yeah.
He got a question.
What's crazy for me is I think a lot of men, I know for me, a lot of men, I don't like to even get cool with none of my homeboys, old ladies. I don't want it to even, because I don't want, because you never know how he is. I don't want him to feel like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? They're a little too friendly, or he looking at her too long, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to feel that way, because that's not the type of dude I am.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not even be around your old lady. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally, because you never know what goes on. Like you said, in people's head, people do compare people. And it's not, women are sneaky as hell.
See, my mama, let me tell you something. My mama got this saying, girl, don't bring no nigga around your bitch. And my mama a real nigga. So it's just like that. And that shit, it's true.
Yeah.
Because women are vindictive.
Yeah.
Like, it's true. So I get it.
Yeah.
Men are too, though.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, hold up.
Yeah.
So
Men are too. I'm
Xavier
not being
asked,
just
will
one-sided.
you redate someone you already dated in your early years? Me personally, where I'm at right now in
No.
life, no. What about you?
No.
What about you?
Good, funny story.
I'm a piggyback off that.
Exactly, because I have a habit when I do, like me and my dude, when I be on and off, or if we've ever taken a suspended break, whatever, I always talk to somebody from my past. I don't like to,
because
Because
you're
your
used to
safe
that.
haven.
It's my
Yeah,
safe,
it's your safe haven.
safe zone,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
comfort zone.
Yeah, your
I don't
safe
add
haven.
if it happens, I don't have to add no numbers,
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
I very
Just
seldomly
like,
talk to
come on,
somebody
right.
new.
Yeah.
And all my exes, we are cool to this day. Like we're we can talk hate speech
Yeah.
and it not be sexual. But I just like, but I have tried to redate somebody before.
That's a great question because at the same time, like, in all honesty, being all transparent, I'm in a situation like that right now, but it also correlates to the 20 versus 30 situation. You know, I was dating somebody while I was young. You know, we both had that strong, compassionate, you know, love for each other, but we were just young without the resources, without the stability, without everything that needed to be there for us to thrive.
Right.
So it's like, you know, you had everything that you wanted love wise, but without that and the support and I would say the foundation, you know, you couldn't thrive.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of frustration. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you getting into your 30s and you rekindle with that person. The person is still the same person genuinely, but they've just grown in the spirit and they've just grown in the mindset. You know, there's nothing wrong with basically going and sitting down and having a conversation and saying, look, this is what happened with me, and this is what happened with you, or this is what happened with me, and this is what happened with you. And you like spiritually just figuring out how can we mend that. And if we're happy, we're happy. Like I'm happy. Like, and that's just in all sense because that's still the same person.
Yeah.
We just have more foundation, more stability at this point.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't fault anybody for going back because at the end of the day,
You're not that same person.
You're not the same person, and you can repeat a sentence.
I would hope they not.
Yeah.
You can repeat a sentence 100 times and get the same. I get a different, you know, result from a sentence.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I know, like I said, I was, you know, I was really good at that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it was kind of easier. Y'all knew what, but the thing is, if you change and they don't change, then that can cause you to go back into the same way. So exactly. So that's why for me personally, I would say no. Because I just look at myself totally different where I'm going. And I feel like I know now, you know, we used to see the celebrities and they used to say, well, B. Simone, for example. B. Simone made a comment and said, well, I can't date nobody who work a 9 to 5. And people were fucking outraged. Okay.
But I understood
where she was coming from because you want to date somebody that's exactly at the same caliber as you or where you're trying to go, especially if you're working on that. So, and then it's not that I'm looking down on you, but I'm trying to make stuff easier for myself because I can't help build you if I'm still trying to help build myself. And I'm neglecting who I am, what I'm trying to do to move up. So that's why me personally, I just prefer not to date. And I'm not knocking nobody who has a 9 to 5. But for me personally, I would rather date an entrepreneur or something like that because I know the type of chemistry and because I know where I'm trying to be. And it took for me to date an entrepreneur to know that okay, this is what you need to ignite what was already in you. Yeah. So you need that motivation sometimes around you and keep pushing you all the time.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I don't knock nobody because it's always easier to go back into what you comfortable with anyway.
So with that, I like what you said because I was in a predicament like that. I dated a career woman, you know. But I'm also a hustler and I'm a career person too, but I'm still a hustler. You get what I'm saying? So it can differentiate if that person doesn't understand your mindset. And by mindset, what I mean is like a hustler is going to always have his hand in something. It's like an opportunist, but he wants more. He wants more than that 9 to 5. So with that being said, you just got to understand, like he said, I would rather date an entrepreneur myself, but I know I'm more fit for somebody with a 9 to 5 because that's my piece. You get what I'm saying? So in the same sentence, it's like it has to go hand in hand with each other. That person who's the 9 to 5 has to have that mindset, like, okay, he's the hustler, he's the entrepreneur.
Yeah, she got to understand.
Yeah, or he
got to understand what you're doing
because it can get tough. Like for me, I have to juggle a full-time situation times 4, so it can get tough. But if that person knows. If that person knows that this is what puts the bread on, the butter on the bread, comfortable with that, you know, you just find the time to make it, you know, work.
Yeah, it's hard to adjust for people, especially like people who, like I said, work 9 to 5s. And us saying this, let me clear the air that we ain't knocking nobody that do.
Because baby, I work.
I
work too.
Right. But the thing is, when you work with people who have businesses or trying to grow businesses, it's a lot, especially entertainers. It's a lot of stress for the person in the relationship. Yeah. First thing you're gonna think is you're gonna cheat on me. When you get too big, is you're gonna leave me. You know, people think about stuff like that, rightfully so, because that does happen to people. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like people put too much
Mm.
into relationships
Mm.
sometimes. And let me break this down for everybody. Like, what you mean? I'm gonna
You
tell
know
you what
they
I mean.
coming. You know
Oh,
they
yeah.
coming.
Not saying that you should not give yourself, you should not give the best part. You should not give the best part of who you are to a person, but at the same time, there should be limits. Because I feel like there's levels to commitment. You know, when you talk to somebody, they be like, oh, well, if you don't trust me, you don't need to be with me. But if you haven't done anything to earn my trust, how can you say that? You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to it. And it's like a fucking game. You got to unlock certain things,
Certain
do
things,
certain
yeah.
things to
To
make
the
me
next
comfortable
level.
to take it to the next level. And I think that's why a lot of people end up hurt, is because I gave you everything in me.
I definitely believe that.
I gave you everything in
I
me.
learned my lesson.
Me too.
Yeah, and there's no real commitment here for real.
I'm gonna make
You know,
energy.
in my situation that I got back in, and this is just me being open and transparent, you know, I had a guard up because I had been hurt by the situation before.
As you should have.
So in the same sense, you know, it was just like, well, you don't contact me all the time. You don't do this all the time. You don't do that.
You did.
But I was 45%. Yeah, I did that before. I was 45% available for the situation at the time, and I'm giving you what you want at the time. But I'm not also setting myself up, because mentally I have a lot to lose intellectually.
Right.
So I'm not setting myself up stressfully to basically put my all into you mentally, losing sleep at night, the things that I was doing. And I built myself back up. So I need to know, are you willing to work for what I have to bring to the table intellectually and mindfully, or nurture you with my soul, you know, and my being again.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it was just like, I think she kind of got that, you know, because it started getting more easier. And then I started, and then boom, something else happened. And then I put that guard up again. You know what I'm saying? Now I was 25%, the battery almost dead, you know?
Yeah.
Shit. So
We at one.
yeah, we had one shit. That
Yeah.
20% warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
got
like-
that shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
But it's like,
Yeah.
so you just have to work your way up. You can love a person to death, but at the end of the day, if you know damn well that you're 40% in it, you need to be first communicative about it, understand how to compromise and get to where you need to be 100% to stay in that situation, and then formulate anything to bring more stress, because at the end of the day, the situation that happened, I could have mistrust her.
Right.
But I had to say, you know what? This situation can be smaller than this, and it can put us ahead if we understand each other and where we're coming from. So I brought myself back up to 75%. And then she called me again, like, okay, you still not giving me, and it's not fair. If you're not going to give me 100%, then why are we here? And I'm like, okay, you got to understand. Because if I was to fuck up the way you fucked up, I would be in the doghouse. Battery phone would be broke. I wouldn't have no battery.
Yeah.
So
people be wanting you to forgive at their
You got
pace.
2 phones.
yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They
Yeah.
want you to forgive at
At
their pace,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not at your own. And
Yeah.
you can't. Just because you over it don't mean I'm not. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm
Don't mean I'm
guilty of
over
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cancer in me.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Oh,
The
nigga, that
cancer.
explains it.
Yeah.
Look,
But the
that
thing-
explains
yeah.
it.
I'm over it.
But the thing with even with communication,
Ooh,
like she
that
said,
explains.
communication, but it has to be the right communication, which
Correct.
is right,
Correct.
y'all. Well, sometimes, you know, when they say sometimes it ain't what you say, it's how you
How
say
you
it.
say it,
Say it,
delivery is everything.
Delivery is everything.
I get in trouble for that a lot.
Yeah,
That is
delivery. And me,
everything.
I'm very. I've been told that I'm very nonchalant. See,
And
one thing
me
about
too.
me.
It's the
Yeah.
Aries that is.
It's
Yeah,
the Pisces in me.
And
The
see, one thing
Leo
about
in
me
me,
is-
and I joke about everything. I'm never serious.
Yeah, I'm a
That's
crack a
my-
joke.
That's
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I'm
And when I'm
never
pissed off,
serious.
I'm a laugh. Cause it's like, oh, you just don't know I'm finna tear this motherfucker up. So
Yeah,
you need
I
to
ain't
stop
gonna
talking
laugh.
to me right now.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
But
I
I ain't
laugh.
gonna get mad.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
me.
get mad hardly
Yeah.
because I'm so busy like making a joke out of a sarcastic joke.
Yeah.
But I don't
Nah,
never serious.
with me, I don't need to do neither. I know how to get at you without even doing any of that. So I get
Yeah, I get mad at people like that because you finna sit here and argue with me.
Yeah,
But
that's
listen,
the
But
cancer is
But let me
cancer.
tell you that the thing is this though,
Baby.
if the situation is heated, I'm the type of person where if I'm really pissed off about something, I can't talk to you right then. Give me a couple minutes
That's how
to
it is.
calm
I said
down
something about you are
and go off
nonchalant.
because she said I am nonchalant. People tell me that all the time because I don't like arguing.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Because every
That's
time I
transfer of
argue,
energy.
It landed me a mugshot.
We done got too grown for that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
and we done
Yeah.
got too grown for it.
Yeah.
So I am in control of me.
yeah.
So if I have to leave the area, It's not because I'm running away. It's that I have to
You pick and
compose
choose
myself.
at your battle.
I'm picking and choosing my battle. I have to compose
Is
myself.
this worth me arguing about? If not,
goes back to that 20 versus 30.
Yeah.
At this point, I am to the point where I'm not gonna sit here and argue.
I was
Yeah.
a thumper.
That's not gonna sit. I'm gonna block you.
Yeah.
Let you calm down.
Yeah.
But I ain't. It's like mentally, especially with so much going on nowadays. Like, man,
It's too much going on, man. And then too, this is the thing too. You all remember? I used to think it was so funny when people used to quote Maya Angelou and say, "When someone tells you who they are, believe them."
Mm.
I used to think that was so funny because Maya Angelou, the way she talked, you know what I'm saying. But the thing with that is, man, that is so true. But now it's up to me whether I'm going to accept it or not.
Exactly.
So we all have the power to create the atmosphere that's around us. You know what I'm saying? So if I know that you always giving me bullshit, regardless of how I love you, I don't have to deal with you, whether you family or if it's an intimate relationship.
That's
I don't
true.
have to deal with you. So once everybody get that in their head, like, look, I know I love this individual, but at the same time, this keep happening, and I'm not cool with it. Now it's messing with my mental. If anything is shifting your mental health, you need to
Let that shit go.
let it go.
Whether it's job,
Whether it's a job, say that again.
job.
Yes.
And it goes back to my situation. I let go of a job in December, and it was around the time I had a lot going on. But you realize when a job starts messing with your mental health, because every little thing happens irks the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Every little thing they do irks, like, just shut up. You hate going in the morning when you you wake up and you just got an attitude.
Oh wait, I
for no
got
reason.
some in here. Never mind.
When
See,
you wake up because you got an attitude for no reason because
Yeah.
you got to go to that job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leave it alone.
But when I was in the military, I was like that.
You hate it.
I
hated
was
it.
too. I
When I started
Hated it.
thinking that on my way here, I wouldn't mind getting into a car accident. I don't want to die, but when I started thinking like that, I knew, oh, bro,
thinking away.
you got to
trying
get
to
away
check
from
out.
this.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's time
And then
check
come to
out.
find out, I had a conversation, man. I was in the Marines, and I had a conversation with some of my brothers. They was all experiencing the exact same thing. That's why I tell people now who always try to motivate their children to go to the military.
Nah.
When you
Shit,
black,
bro.
and especially if you a male, but a lot of women too, because a lot of black women are fucking
A lot of them
hypersexualized in the
Oh, in
military.
the military, yeah, in the barracks.
Yeah,
BBs.
yeah. Well, they used to call my
It got worse.
Yeah.
While we was in at the same time.
Yeah.
But it got worse like as time went on too. And it was real sad.
It's bad.
Actually. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, and especially for black men, you don't have an outlet, and then you go places, and all of a sudden, like you start acting like them because after a certain amount of time, you have kind of we know with black people we adapt anywhere we go to.
Guys
Yeah.
and you can tell
Yeah.
with the buzz cut and
What man? I
Yeah.
remember being in the barracks choking each other out.
like
Black people don't do that. We were choking each other out, and I didn't know I was heading pass out till I got up off the damn floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I really just did that. Try and dip. I was like,
I tried that shit when I first
I was
moved
sick
here.
as a dog, bro.
cigarettes. Oh my god. That is the worst shit.
Because they do that all the time. Sunflower seeds, dip, and cigarettes. That's all they do
12
in the military.
hours a
And
day.
Mountain Dew. And fucking Mountain Dew.
Some
You know what I'm
type of
saying? Yeah. And the thing, it's bad on men's mental health in the military, dog. Everybody who I was in, shout out to Eric Slaughter if you on here. Everybody who I was in the military in, they got out. Everybody out now. You know what I'm saying? And because
I
it's
pretty much had a lot of my friends are out too.
yeah, it's stressful, man. And you have to build yourself a certain type of way to finally feel like I'm ignored. And I remember when I was before I graduated boot camp, a black drill instructor pulled us to the back, and he pulled all the black Marines. It was
I'm
like,
gonna piggyback off you. I feel like I know you. But go
yeah,
ahead.
he was basically telling us in so many words, like, y'all gonna go through some shit coming up in here, but remain resilient. Do what y'all gotta do. Use these motherfuckers, get you some money, open you up a business, and go on about your business. But just know that they not gonna treat you the same all the time. I ain't see it until I got into the unit that I was with. And to have sergeants tell you, oh, you go to chow, and they tell you, oh, we ain't got no chicken, we ain't got no watermelon. This was a joke to them, though. These higher people telling you they all kiki kin. And me being at the time when I first got to my unit, I had to be probably about 19, 20. And I'm like, we laughing with the shit too. And I thought, wow, we like,
you don't realize
hell no.
your mindset in your 30s.
Your
like,
mindset.
That motherfucker was
Because you know what?
racist as hell.
Exactly. Because my
They
great
shoulda
grandmother.
whooped their ass.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly.
You're
My
woke.
great grandma-
You're woke now.
You're woke now. My great grandma was from Birmingham, Alabama, still living. She'll be 94 in May. Will tell us stories of people getting lynched on her street and everything, right? But she never taught us hate. Never taught us hate. Now she ain't with that interracial dating. She ain't with that. Me personally, if I had a child who was
That's
into
another
it,
stage.
I'll
That's
accept
another
it.
topic.
Yeah, that's another
Next
topic.
season.
Yeah,
I'm probably-
yeah,
I
but-
don't think I'm gonna have a child.
yeah.
I got my daughter late. But if she do bring a white tea guy home, he better have some type of hood. And
What if it's a girl?
I'll be.
Oh Lord.
She probably is.
That's
Who
another
knows?
show.
I ain't,
Okay,
I ain't gonna do her like that. I had a girlfriend.
Everybody asked me and my
Probably
best
been with a girl.
me and my best friend had a conversation about it because she's in San Antonio, so like it's nothing but Mexicans.
Oh yeah.
And she has 2 black sons, so they're dating Mexicans
Yeah.
or white people.
Yeah.
And she was like, I said, of course I don't care who my kids love, but I prefer them to date someone of their own
Black.
race.
I'm
I
the
really
same
don't
way.
care. But I really
care
prefer I care enough.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I feel the same
because
way.
they can't relate. It's a culture
Yeah,
diversity.
man.
Like
and then
you
we
just
see so
can't
many
relate.
examples of why you should feel that way.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? People going to parties with friends and coming up dead and be like, oh, they the only black person.
Black boy.
You know what I'm saying?
like another subject. I was just
Yeah.
like them super the Miss America and then the other one is 2.
How all I'm falling off the building?
It's both of them black.
Everybody's saying that. See, I recently heard about that story like a few days
That's
ago.
like a
It was on
conspiracy.
Literally a week, like a
So were they
week
with
apart.
other people?
No.
Were they with other people?
No, it's
They-
ironically.
They ironically one
She
ironically
was
committed suicide, and the other one ironically
Ironically
fell
fell
off
off
a
the-
building in New York. Both of them in New York,
And both of them black.
Y'all know what's up with that.
And
They doing the same thing in
Cause they
Chicago, I heard
winning.
though.
That's why.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Well, see, the thing is, they get the men and they put us in prison, or they turn us into drug addicts,
Mhm.
being on lean, all kind of stuff like that. And so, when they get the women, they do the same thing to them, or they over sexualize you and make you feel like it go on this whole city girls movement. So now you're having multiple sex partners, and then that's when disease run rapid, or they just gonna set you up and kill yourself when
And
you get
speaking
too
of
big.
disease, Pensacola is one of the highest
Mhm.
rated cities with STDs.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
it
you
is.
better be getting checked.
And it's
Yeah.
and it's rating like
It's
19
bad.
to like
Take it from
39.
somebody that's
Yeah.
in the medical field. It's
Yeah.
bad, y'all. Like for real.
You know what? Let me tell you, man. That's
Get your
one
ass
thing I
somewhere
always
and sit
think
down
about.
now.
Yeah.
Get your one
But
partner.
I never had to
Get
worry
your
about
ass somewhere and sit
STD.
down.
I thank God for that, man, because I used to be wild. Yeah, and people try to put that on me. I know who the fuck, and I hope you watching this because I know who you is,
That
motherfucker.
nigga said,
They
people
try to put that up on me. I would say your name, but I ain't gonna do it because I know motherfuckers like
Cause-
Sue. But I know what motherfuckers that did. But the same thing with me is I'm
You
cool with
clean.
talking about it exactly because I know I'm
Negative.
clean. You know what I'm saying? But I was wild at a certain point in time.
You
Let
are.
me tell you, God kept on showing me.
Yeah.
I have this energy, right? I have this gift of picking up when people have certain things. I don't know what it be, but I can pick up on. I be like, oh, this mother trying to play. I know you got such and such, or I know this, and I don't have nobody have to tell me. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that because what they say, the enemy,
Oh, Lord.
the enemy was coming on through. You know what I'm saying? But I had one thing about me is, like I said, I dealt with the same people too. I dealt with the same people, and I was a man. I am a man still, shit. I'm an old man now, shit. But and so I always felt like shit, man, just do what men do, like have multiple partners. You know what I'm saying? To make you feel good. But the thing was that to make you feel good because you're lacking something and feeling good within yourself.
Yeah.
And so when I started looking within myself and start forgiving myself for a lot of things, I realized I was doing a lot of stuff because I feel like I owed people stuff for what I did to them, not taking into consideration what they did to me.
Yeah.
And that's why self-love is so important,
Important.
dog.
Yes.
Self-love is important. When you're in your 30s, you should learn that.
Yes.
It took me a long
It is.
Yeah.
time. And I'm gonna tell you why. It had to do with the color of my skin, being a dark skinned girl.
Me
It
too.
took me a long
We talked about that,
time
yeah.
to love myself. But baby, hello.
Somebody.
I was
But you
the
know what?
same
Though? When we was
way.
kids, we used to
Hey.
always talk about darker people. You call them African booty scratchers
Oh,
and
yeah.
all kind of
And
stuff.
that
We
had
did
a lot
that.
to do with
Oh,
your
yeah.
dating experience too.
It
like
does.
you felt with a nice guy, I want to talk to you, your black ass, like,
Yeah.
And that's messed up. Oh, you
you
cute to
really
be dark
were.
skinned.
Man, you know what the
Do you
crazy
know how many
thing?
times I've been told that?
That's
And
crazy.
that is not no
You're
fucking
pretty
That's not a
to be
compliment.
dark skinned.
Yeah,
You know-
that's not a
Baby.
compliment.
Thank you, baby.
I feel kind of bad for
Yeah.
that because I don't know if it's what's attracted to me or what I'm attracted to, but it's like the light skin preference for me, and it's not really something that it's just what's attracting to me. I'm a dark skinned guy.
Yeah.
Most opposites attract me, and most like yellow men love me, and I don't
Yeah.
care for yellow
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
White men.
So let me ask y'all
because
this: do y'all
they're
feel
white.
like people who have preference when it comes to shades of color? Do you think that's a form of being prejudiced?
Colorism?
I don't-
Colorism?
Yeah, I do.
You think so?
But if it's
Yeah.
not by choice,
Okay.
then I
I'm
don't
gonna say
know. But-
everybody, got their own choices or whatever. But
Yeah.
I do
But is it-
feel like guys.
Let me see. Not to cut you out. Colorism is when you hate somebody because
of their color.
of their color.
Or try to put somebody in a certain
some down,
category.
like, I
Well, no.
hate light skinned girls.
Yeah.
And I'm black.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
that's
you don't even have to say
colorism.
hate. You say I'm gonna hire her because she's pretty
Or
because she's light.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't think a preference, if you liking black men, I don't think that's colorism.
I think it's a preference.
I think
that's
it's
just
a
your
preference,
preference.
too. But
A dude would never come out and tell you that though.
What?
that he
Some
like-
dudes will.
Some
What?
dudes will.
Every
Come
time
out-
But they won't
I
tell
confronted
me.
a guy that
Yeah.
I talked to about, oh, you like them because they're like, oh, no, that ain't it. But it is it because she's light skinned with the big ass, and
Yeah.
that's usually what
Well, I ain't
guys
gonna
like.
cap. I'm
That's
going
That's
to
what
admit
they
it.
like. Light skin with big
Well,
ass.
see-
Melanin just became
But
Popular,
baby,
popular.
now,
really
I
light
agree.
skin is not in.
Yeah.
I used to love light skin.
Yeah, light skin is not in like
Yeah.
it was.
But we all did that. As, like I said, as kids, we used to, oh, I want to marry or want to have a baby with somebody who
Light
was
skin with some
light
with
skin,
brown
so we can
eyes
have
and
good
curly
hair.
hair.
And I
Yeah.
think I jinxed myself because look at me.
Yeah. But the thing with that is, I feel like there's no such thing as bad hair. We just have different
Different
textures
textures.
of hair.
Textures, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that sex in your 30s change?
Yes,
Ooh.
especially
Yeah,
for
I
women.
don't have to-
Especially for women.
What?
Very
Yeah.
heterosexual people with women. So women
Turn
are
up.
yes, women be fucking. in
Yeah,
their
oh, I
30s.
know.
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
Girl,
Women-
it's about to come.
Women, I didn't experience this until my 30s, bro. But women want the same thing men want, and they are very outlandish about it. Like they ain't no.
They're more open about
They
it.
more open, yeah.
Lord, girl.
Ain't yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to DTF? Yeah, like
Yeah.
what? Like,
I got some
But-
homegirls like treated like niggas. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I met a lot of women like that. Yeah, my mom
Yeah,
included.
Treat you
Yeah.
like a nigga.
Yeah,
You'll be
you-
mad.
but
Your
yeah.
feelings gonna be hurt.
But you
Yeah.
know what? The craziest thing, I figured that out when I moved here
Mm,
because where I'm from, it's not really like that.
mhm.
I mean, you
But
might-
where you from? Y'all have like a lot of Latinos.
Where you from?
I'm from Tampa.
Tampa.
Oh yeah, you got a melting pot down there. It's
Yeah.
all
So
kinds of
like,
races.
but like the thing about it is, women down there they focus just like niggas. They focus on their hustle.
Mhm.
Mm,
See, when I moved here, it was just like everybody was like loose cannon. Like that's why
Mhm.
you know.
Your
when
turn,
you-
your turn, your turn, your
Yeah,
turn.
your time.
Yeah.
So it was just like that. But I've experienced a lot of women like you trying to, and I'm like, oh, for real?
I wanted to
So-
go back to that question you said. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
When you said about the preference thing, I do have a problem with people that say I only date white women or I only
Mhm.
like. You can say I prefer, but when you
yeah.
say only and you ain't never even tried a sister, how you
Mhm,
only date white
mhm,
women?
mhm.
How you
That
only
shit go
date
black.
white men? If you
Yeah.
ain't never gave your own brother a chance and you came from a black man,
Right.
And you came from a black woman, I just
I agree.
that.
But
now
then
that's
they
some
blame
colorism.
that. They
shit.
blame that on the hurt of a black man.
But I don't like,
They
and
put
then
that
oh,
to-
it's like a black man's kryptonite.
Yeah.
You want no.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
some self-hate shit.
Xavier said I didn't really enjoy giving until after 30, and I'm guessing that's fellatio.
Yeah.
Me personally, as soon as I started, I was
I
happy
was
to give
shot
it.
out from the gate. 16
But
years
listen, my
old.
daddy used to always tell me,
We just
You don't
talked
put
about
your-
this yesterday.
my
Come
mama,
on.
but she said you don't put your mouth on nothing that can get up and walk away from you.
Child,
I failed them.
Please.
No, you can't put
But-
the mic away. That's my granddaddy.
Child, please.
I,
You
know,
know,
I
you
feel like
can't
you know
put the
people
mic
like
away.
it.
Oh, y'all nasty.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like the older you get, to me personally, I feel like this. I don't have to have sex all the time. I don't.
Yeah.
But when I do,
Babe, I got to talk.
yeah, when I do, I don't have to have sex all the time. But because when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was buck wild. You
Me
know what
too,
I'm saying?
but still.
So now I'm just like, I'm cool. I have to know, I have to have a mental connection with you before I have sex.
This
with
is
you.
what me and my sister was talking about. Now my sister
That's a
is
good-
50 something. So she's 50 something, 52, I think, or whatever, somewhere around there. But I'm 38. So we were just talking about the difference in our 20s. We wasn't giving head. You got that shit on holidays like birthdays, Valentine's.
Well, really?
Now people do that before they'll give you head before they never kissed you.
See,
That's
no,
true.
that's not gonna happen.
That's true though.
Yeah,
The
like
thing
they
about-
really do. Kissing
gotta
is
be
more
fucked up.
intimate than sex.
The
True.
thing about our generation at that
And I
time,
need you to kiss me.
Yeah.
the thing
But
about
like, it's true though. Like they really, we wasn't giving head back
the
then.
thing about our generation at that time, it was frowned upon to even.
Do that.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that was something you say for your wife,
But
and
nah.
your husband.
Man, I walked into my great grandma on the phone with her homegirl. Like I said, my great grandma's gonna be 94. And she said, yeah, girl, you know, nowadays, that's what that oral sex is the thing to do now, girl. I walked in the living room. I said, Grandma, what you just said? This is my goddamn house. You sit up here, 80-some years old, talking about oral sex with your old ass homegirl. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. Like you said, women just went down for that. And even now, when you look at videos and see older women talk about oral sex, they'll tell you, sure, I'm not gonna suck nothing.
That's my sister. She was like, I don't do that. The
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah, and
And she's
sometimes you don't.
52.
Yeah.
It's like for me, it's nasty.
It's nasty.
I don't look from you. It's just one thing.
I don't think you should do it.
It's nasty, but it's
I
nasty.
haven't seen it, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
I mean, if you good at it, shit, why not?
Yeah, and I feel like that. I think that's what happened for me. That's what
You
made
was
me
good
like it.
at
Yeah, I feel like I was good.
Like you got that
Yo,
nose like this.
It was a trophy.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of things like Trick Daddy in the 80 booty game shit.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not doing. That's
Yeah.
just one thing.
Now,
That's just
I'm
one
not eating
thing.
your ass.
I'm not doing that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I'm not doing it.
Don't
so
knock it till you
I'm not
try,
doing
goddamn.
it.
Do
Look,
not
me
knock
personally,
it
I'm
till
gonna
you
just say this
try.
for me. I don't feel like you should do it to no damn everybody.
No, you
that's
can't.
I don't feel like you do
No,
it to
you
everybody.
cannot do it.
But now, if we really rocking with each other,
Yeah, straight
I'm
out
a-
the shower.
hey, what?
Yeah,
In the shower. We about to cry. He shut up. He about to drown.
What was the noise?
You know that water be coming down off the body, be in your motherfucking face. You trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is,
I'm not eating no ass, period.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, Denise said sucking D is not an accomplishment, period. And I agree with that. But you know what? There are certain people like me when I first became sexually active, I did not like getting hit. I ain't like it. That
There's a
one my
lot of
thing.
dudes that don't.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
It's a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
don't.
I be fit. We were just talking about.
But I'll be just ready.
I feel like y'all
what are we
use
doing
that
this for?
as reverse
Let's go.
psychology.
No,
I ain't really
no.
like head like that.
What
Just so
you
you
mean? I
know.
dated
So
guys
we can
that
be like, well, you ain't never had mine.
No,
Like,
no,
Yeah.
I
That's a
like
lie.
I like the cat versus the head.
That's me. Cut
It's
the
a lot of
chase.
dudes
Especially
like
if you
that.
got some good boy.
But I've had it to where they like to give it and don't get it back.
Me too.
yeah, me too.
That's
I mean,
true though.
I like it. Like,
That's true.
fine by
That's
me.
true.
I ain't turned down no head.
Let's wait. hey, but like I
Nah,
said,
man.
man, people are into now. The one thing I don't like, and it was crazy. I see a lot of older people on this. Is this whole spitting in the mouth thing?
Ugh,
No.
no.
Oh wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Let's see what you got to say.
No.
'Cause we got one that opposed.
The-
Let's
the-
see.
okay, so the spitting in the mouth thing,
Oh, my
I'm gonna
God.
tell you some real nigga shit. No, you gotta have a clean mouth. Like, I gotta make sure you got dental.
Nobody's mouth is clean.
No, it is. Yes, ma'am.
No.
That spitting in the mouth thing, it's euphoric.
No.
It's
Yeah.
what?
Euphoric.
No.
And you know, Euphoria.
It's your
That's a good
nasty.
show. Y'all need to go watch it. That's the topic at hand.
It's euphoric.
It's
I
your
mean,
nasty.
I was well, shit. You ain't too far from.
That is nasty.
I see where you're going with
No,
that. I
because
see
they
where you're going.
literally be talking about.
Oh no, if they
nah.
hot get, no, I agree.
Nah, I'm
with
gonna just gag for real.
you. No, if you
Look.
hot get, nah, I'm good.
I feel like I ain't with the spitting. You know what I'm saying? It's enough. I know sweating on each other is enough sometimes.
Oh,
I'm cool
God.
with that though. I'm cool with the
I
sweat.
hate
You know what I'm
that-
saying?
that sweat.
I hate sweat.
Sticky.
That is so disgusting.
Really? I'm cool with
I'm
sweat.
in one. Ooh,
Now we
never
into
mind.
it, and I realized, but after I'm like,
Especially when y'all be in the car. Hey, to me, the car is the best place to.
20s.
20s. You ever
20s,
30s.
24.
No,
30s.
I'm not gonna say I have it in my 30s.
No, when you get 30s.
I'm not gonna say I have it in my 30s.
30s is a 30s is a different type of nasty.
It is. I plead the fifth for now.
30s is a
Don't let them feet up and get in the back.
Man, hell yeah. Now look, yeah, you right.
Yeah,
No,
got
but you
all
when you in the front though,
seats
you
up.
do ride power in the front.
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah, you got that.
That's right. That's right.
30s is a different kind of nasty if you got your own shit too.
Yeah.
It is
That-
too.
Yeah.
Denise said,
Hey, but see, people be getting a
Commerce
little-
Fit, what's the difference?
Commerce spit, what's the
Neither.
difference?
Exactly,
Bitch,
right?
But you can't really say come
Exactly.
bitches suck dick and pre-cum. And they sucking that. So you can't really sit here and
What?
say.
Don't kiss me out. If I didn't it in your mouth,
She said Commerce
Don't
Fit,
kiss
what's
me
the
out
difference? I can't sit here and say
It's a difference.
I
I'm
don't put cum in
sorry.
my mouth
It's a
because
difference.
if you
It's
suck
a
a dick
difference.
and guys
It's
got
pre-cum.
pre-cum, it's
Yeah.
in your mouth.
So
Listen.
spit,
So
I think
it's
spit is
like,
cleaner than
save
cum
the
too.
children. Spitters are quitters. I just want to say that.
Nah, ain't no nut, no a fish like come in my mouth.
Go back up. What
Nine, come
what
in my
they
mouth.
say.
But
Who's talking about whoa?
Xavier said, "What would you do on a first date? On a first date
in your 30s.
in your 30s that you never would do in your 20s? Threesome.
Travel for sex, relationship, or making risky wise shit.
I travel
First
for
of all,
sex.
the first two
Threesome. So what do y'all feel? Are y'all? What do y'all feel
I've
about
never
threesomes?
had one.
Never had one.
Yeah. I
Before
have
I eat some cooch for you, or you suck a dick for me.
But you don't have to do that though for a
I think
threesome.
I've
so.
never had a threesome, but I've been
So.
with a
one.
girl.
I've had one.
Okay.
I've been with no girl, and I haven't had a threesome.
I had
That's
like
the
a
best time
half
you ever
one
had.
years
Make
ago
sure
when
It
I
was
was like
boring for me
young.
though.
Yeah.
It was boring.
Yeah.
But
I
see,
can't. I just can't.
none of that should be first date. The first two shouldn't be first date because that's why.
No, it's saying like basically, would you have a threesome on the first date in your 20s or in your 30s? Would
No
you
way. If I have a threesome with you on the first date, that means I don't want to be with you. for real.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Yeah. And that's just me personally. Some
So let
people
me
come with
ask.
that.
That is disrespectful.
What about traveling to go have sex? Not a first date. Well, I guess this is just 20 versus
No,
30s.
traveling, I would travel.
In your 20s, would you go
Yeah.
travel for dick?
Hell
Or-
yeah.
Yeah. I want to go.
know?
Yeah. I got my brother.
Was
He
it
said
in
he was
New
going to take
Orleans?
me. It's one in New Orleans and it's one in Atlanta.
Because we tried to go to the one in the
What,
world.
that club,
Yeah.
that orgy club?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Like, wait.
hold on.
I heard about
Not
this
the
orgy club.
I'm out of this
club.
time.
It is a swingers club.
Yeah.
That is
Same
a
thing.
bar, and just because you're going to do not mean you have to participate. You can listen to music this
I
way,
But
or
you
just
don't
watch.
have to be with someone.
But you have to be with
Oh,
somebody
okay.
to get in.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you just watch. You
If-
can
but
watch.
you don't
can
have
see
to.
them.
You don't have to watch.
But you
You
'Cause
don't. You
it's
ain't have no
it's
choice.
like-
You have
yeah,
to.
it's like rooms in the
Why?
back. You could just
It's
chill in the
not-
bar in the
okay,
front.
okay.
You know
it's
what
not
I'm
like
saying?
Pandora's box.
Oh.
You walk in that bitch and they
That's
just
what
fuck.
I was thinking in my
No,
head. I'm like,
I
when I
was
walk
too.
in and everybody just screwing.
You talking about being the both
Been to both
of
of them.
Shame.
Hey, look. But no, I mean, look. I feel like when she said
Shame
spitters
with
are
you.
quitters, y'all want to call those spitters are
Yeah.
quitters. Let me tell you this: if you're gonna spit it out, ain't no point in you doing because then I ain't turned on no more.
But sometimes it's
See, that's the
getting
thing. I don't never
sexy.
get that far.
Yeah.
Play with it and all that.
No,
All
Yes,
they
you
say
can.
is good protein.
You can play with it.
You're
You
a
don't
fucking
have to
cannibal.
swallow it every
You
But,
gonna
time.
sit
I mean-
in there like we in the lunchroom and let me
Not
try to
like
play with
that,
the
but
iPad?
like,
bro.
you can do.
because do not even kiss me after. I don't want to because I don't like the smell of that. So don't try to
And
kiss me
it's-
right
I'm talking
after.
about where that swinger club located.
In the wall.
To tell you, it's called Club Collect, or you go to Trapeze. They have one in New Orleans. It's usually $40 per person to get into, or you pay
Couples
$60
or
per person to get into. Do not ask me why I know all this information.
Because he's
But
been there.
I haven't been there yet. But we
Almost.
did. Oh, you were supposed to go with me. Look, we were supposed to go one night
We
together.
was, but we have enough people.
But we had
Let's go
three
look
of
it
us,
up.
and they said this ain't threesomes night, and we thought they was playing, but they
And
was dead
dead
serious.
for real.
So they tried to
Oh,
make
so
me
you
go with
had to
them.
have a couple.
You had to have a couple,
Yeah.
yeah. But the thing was, we wasn't going to participate. We were going to just, see it.
I would.
Yeah, because I just feel like this. I feel like, especially in the black community, sex is so taboo.
Yeah.
But even with sex, though, there's a way that you do this shit. Like how shit be going on now. I remember watching Suki video. Did y'all see Suki
I
video?
love
she-
Suki crazy.
When she had all the people.
Oh.
No, the video, it's a music video. She had all the people naked and the girls was twerking. And it was just,
I seen it. It's the
I don't think you do it like that. Because sex is big, it's about energy. you shouldn't be throwing that shit around like that. You know what I'm saying? You having sex with somebody. Have you ever had sex with somebody and felt sick to your stomach after?
No,
I have
not.
Yeah, I have.
Instantly regret.
I've had sex with
Instantly
somebody and I
regret.
felt sick as a dog right
Regretting
after.
while I was doing it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. Have I?
And that's because of energy. Because of energies and shit like that.
No, I haven't.
We said, do y'all use protection more in your 20s versus your 30s? More in my 20s.
More in my 20s.
No. More in my 30s.
More in my 20s.
But I don't have to right now. But
it's more in my 20s. It's more
It
in my
was you were more
20s.
conscious. You got more lax when you got older.
Yeah, but
It's more in my
I started
20s.
using it more after my second child.
And then when you got it into your 30s, you were probably more in relationships than versus
Yeah. So I didn't really. I
So
don't really
20
have
was
to.
more
You know what I'm
casual
saying?
sex. so
Even though I
you
should, because you never know what the
And
other
that
person
goes
doing.
back to dealing with somebody you dealt with in your past.
That's
Because-
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
But too, we get so wrapped up to that to the point where we don't know what they're doing behind our backs.
And
You know what I'm saying?
I
So you have to be
have
very,
some
very,
people-
very. And she
And
said, I have
then-
some people energy can kill you. That's true.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping motherfucker before and I kept stopped breathing in my sleep. And this happened on multiple times.
And you choked me.
Yeah, she said I choked her one time. We were sleeping
I swear
together.
to God, on my kids, y'all. This man, we would sleep. This man woke up and choked the fuck out of me and went back to sleep. That was
I
that
don't know
negative
what happened.
energy.
I don't even
was
remember
that
it happening until I woke up. I really don't even remember that happening.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
you know, I'm over that point in my life. I don't have to choke a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm over that point
I
in
was
my
like,
life.
damn, what did I do to you?
Yeah. but though, man, I do feel like when the older you get,
It does. It's
or
so-
make you kill them. That's true, man. But at the same time, even with them,
But
though,
I will say this too: most in 30s too, men that were sexually studies have shown men that started having sex early in life. By the time they're in their mid 30s, 40s, their sex drive is down because they've been screwing so much all their life.
Baby, that's why I like
that
older
might be
men.
my
older man.
because I don't have to have sex
Hers.
all the time.
It says like by the time you're pushing 40, it's like
40.
yeah,
Okay.
like
I'm
And not saying sex drive it down. And let's say this: I'm not saying sex drive it down as far as
Not
like,
drive, but
you
it's
can't
just-
get up.
yeah,
Or,
like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? But at the same time, you don't feel the need to have sex all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's a mental connection with me. Like I gotta
Or
really
no,
be
where
rocking
you
with
used to
you.
can go 2 or 3 times, you make it go once.
Ew, let me tell you the
But you
secret to
make it
that
go
because
once
people think you
every
do
day.
it. You got to pull out.
You know what I'm saying? You make it go once every
pull
day.
I think I can go once every day.
See,
Once
that's what
every
I'm saying.
Let me
But
say
in
it's a
your
secret.
20s,
It's
you
a
might
secret.
was
It's a
going
secret
2
to
or
it.
3
You
times.
gotta
a day.
breathe.
See, no, yeah. The thing is, when you ejaculate, you got to pull out. You can't do it while in the process. Because see, then you won't get the full effect of
So you
the
can go
orgasm,
again.
so you can go again.
Oh.
Thank me, Dr. Lipshits.
Yo. Oh
Hey,
man.
if you need
One-
tips,
1-800
hit me
choke
up.
that hoe.
Yeah.
Hit me up if you need tips. But I do feel like I said before, I do feel like to me personally, sex is better the older you get.
Yeah, you're more experienced.
And you're more experienced. And then
You're
to
more
your
comfortable
eyes
with
are
your
more open.
body.
Yeah, your eyes are more open to different things. So
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
okay, certain things I still ain't gonna do. I ain't doing the spitting. And then too, now we got a big wave of people having sex in open public places. Me, I'm not really on that.
I stumbled across a big wave of butt sex the other day on Facebook. Like it was a whole female just thing.
A lot of women like
about
anal
1,000
sex,
comments of like just wet emojis.
a lot of women I know like anal sex though.
I don't
Oh,
know.
fuck no.
I don't know.
I plead the
I ain't
fifth.
trying to put
I ain't gonna say trade.
I won't necessarily say I enjoy it, but I have tried it more than once.
Okay. Okay.
But some, I do know some people that prefer that over.
Yeah, I know women
vaginal.
that's
I
cool
really
with it.
do.
Yeah.
And I heard
They
gay
make your
men.
booty big?
I heard that's why gay men have big booties. I did hear that.
Do it make they booty?
My
If
friend
they
told
don't
me
make
that.
my
Rest
booty
in
big, I
peace,
can't do it.
Brian. He told me that.
Look at Jocelyn last time on
Wrong whole food. Hey, what it is? Minister, don't be a minister society. Yeah. Yeah, though, man. No,
Yeah.
fucking
Wrong
no. I'm not
household.
ready. She said I'm not. I said. I mean, y'all both said I'm not ready. Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot, man. I think dating in your 30s is very interesting.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in your early 30s, you'll do this. Give it a couple years.
Yeah, give it a couple years, man.
Yeah, have some
Man, your
anal.
20s.
Yeah, have some anal.
Yeah. And like I said, man, I'm
Give
about
it
to
a couple years. Yeah, have some
Denise
anal.
said they on them pills, which a lot of them do be on that pills, and they be chewing all the time. You be like, why the hell you still
All
chewing?
you need is some
What
weed and some
pill?
alcohol.
We
We didn't have to
relax.
relax.
Both of them, man.
Yeah.
I still want that.
Man, I ain't about to do that.
Told you,
I ain't
bro.
about to do that. And I know a lot because a lot of women now. A lot of women because a lot of women now are open about their sexuality. You have a lot of women who are okay with having intercourse with women, And so they would do certain things with their men that they would do with women, and this whole eating rump movement.
Is that how that started?
I don't touch my.
I'm just saying, does that how that started for real?
I think it is because what woman would really be comfortable with eating a man's booty?
Man.
So you think it came from a woman that been with a woman and decided to do
I think that's a fantasy for both of them. If she's comfortable with doing it, me personally,
but what if a man
you're gonna
just
get farted
asked her
on,
to?
huh?
Boy,
I'm not with. I can do the gooch, but nah.
Boy, that gooch, you want to trap his soul.
What?
You'll take his soul home with you in his pocket.
it do something.
I done had some.
So yeah. Good.
Charlie horse.
It do
They
something.
take their soul.
It do something.
Hey, okay, so look, before we wrap up, we're gonna read a couple of y'all comments. Xavier says, so y'all do so y'all do tenderonis. Nigga, we ain't that old.
Baby,
Hey, or only older. How long would you go? And okay, so let me ask y'all this. How long do y'all think that sex should be?
Including foreplay or without foreplay?
Including foreplay.
15 minutes. That's all I need.
Baby, she ready.
Is that too long? Is that too long? 15 minutes
That's
is a
how long
long
the commercials
time.
is before the movie come on at the movie theater.
That's a long time.
15 minutes is short to me.
15 minutes
But,
is
okay,
a
wait,
long
wait.
steady 15.
With oral
Let's
sex
count
and
15
actual
minutes.
penetration sex.
Okay, no. Because
Now,
oral
oral
sex, for me,
sex,
is
15 minute top. 15 minute top with oral sex, just oral sex.
It gotta be a good. It gotta be a good 45.
I say 45.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, I have had that long.
Because I'm Caribbean and I be going the whole motherfucking shit.
Maybe that's a good thing though.
he eat, then we eat together.
I don't be see like my
Now we
thing
at
is
brunch.
too. If I had
Bottomless.
Hey,
no, I just feel like after like if I get me while you doing that, you might not get you, so you better just
yeah.
don't yeah.
Wow.
Depending on how good it is, I may be like the nigga.
Yeah.
So like,
but you know,
so for
yeah.
real,
But I know women who can.
But for me,
Or
like,
I
and
can
then
say orgasm
sometimes I
from
can have
giving head.
multiple, but I can't control it. Maybe it might be a multiple night, maybe a one done.
Yeah.
Some people use sex as a stress outlet too.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Bitch, I'm a choke pull stretch. Move.
Sometimes you just need it, and that's it.
Yeah. So okay, he said, cradle. Oh, about cradle robbing. Anything over 21, or you against cradle robbing?
Anything over 21?
Nah, I'm at the point in my life now. You got to be at least 28.
Oh no! I have a 20-year-old, so no.
No, I ain't gonna say you gotta be at least 28 because
you gotta be older than my little
24
sister.
is where I'm at right now. But but they mature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta be older than my little sister.
You can't actually age.
Yeah,
Right.
it's my
She 27.
yeah, they older than my little sister, youngest sister, but younger actually. But okay,
Nah,
since my sister Nicole,
child, you
she said, I believe desensitized only happens to hypersexual men. But even with that though, I think desensitization also comes from their what they eat.
Lifestyle.
Their
Yes.
lifestyle and what they eat.
She just
Drinking
said that.
alcohol is
She
bad.
just said that, Key.
Oh, she
Men
did.
with
Okay,
the
men with
normal
normal
sex
sex
habits.
habits will
She said-
continue to be able to perform as long as they keep having sex and avoid drugs and certain elements. I agree.
I agree.
Alcohol-
Nicole.
alcohol.
Smoking cigarettes, lower your sperm count. I just want to let you know that, fellas.
Yeah. I think alcohol really affects it.
And
too.
you are what you eat. Like they tell women,
Man
you
or
are
woman,
what
I'm
you
not
eat.
eating ass.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
I
Sex
second that.
definitely open soul ties. Be careful who you have sex with.
Yes, Sheree. Hey,
Bingo.
baby. How
She
you
says
doing?
30 minutes to an hour. I'll say 15 minutes only for foreplay. I agree.
Well, my sex
So,
life
That
been
45
short. They don't
minutes.
last
That
long.
45 minutes
They don't
got up
last
in
that
there.
long.
45 minutes. No time limit. We're going until my heart feels like it's
She
gonna
said we'll
stop.
both pass out.
Shit.
Yes.
CPR.
I like
I'm
that.
scared of you.
Denise said an hour.
To an hour, but who's counting? Ken
Ken
said
talking
no
about no
limit
limit.
until we both pass
All
out.
right, well, you go ahead.
Yeah, and Denise said an hour. But let me say this
Every
though.
night, but if are you doing this every night?
Round
Like this?
what? Round one.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. That's unrealistic.
She's a freak.
That's unrealistic. That's why I say if I'm saying like if we're fucking 4 times out the week, that's probably 15 minutes this night, 30 minutes this night. Ain't nobody fucking for no hour every goddamn night.
A porn star.
40,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, that's unrealistic.
Y'all not nutted yet.
45
Thank
minutes.
you. What kind of
After
cool?
45
But
minutes.
they don't last that long, go Bill.
After
Thank
45
you.
minutes, I'm gonna want a sandwich and some Minute Maid juice. It's time to take a
Exactly.
break, and I'm gonna
That's what
take
I'm
a
saying.
nap.
Like, I don't know what.
And I'm gonna
I
take a
thought-
nap.
I don't know where y'all get this started. Y'all made me
She
feel
said,
like I
"Hell
was
no,
crazy
all
for my
days
15
only,
minutes.
man." But see, the thing
But
is,
really-
I think a lot of women are like that because I have now known that a lot of women, a lot of women do
Take
have
longer to have an orgasm.
exactly, or don't orgasm.
Because
I
at
they
don't
be
all.
orgasm at
zapping-
all. They fake it.
Because they be zapping the shit that they said with that
With a
rose.
rose. Don't
I'm
bring that,
saying-
my friend.
Yeah, she said some nights it got to be a quickie.
I'm gonna say
Thank you. And them cookies
I've
be really quick.
had sex where
Really?
I've nutted, but I've never had an orgasm.
There is a difference.
Really? Explain that before we go,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, explain that. I need
No,
to
because
know.
I really want to know that. I really want to
A
know.
lady can nut.
And
An orgasm when I'm telling you,
There's
Okay.
a
my
difference.
whole body shuts
Shake.
down.
Yes.
Oh,
That's why I said when that one, if it's an orgasm, I'm sleep like a man. Like how y'all just got off and want to go to sleep, bitch, don't touch me. That's
Yeah.
an orgasm.
wait, so y'all don't like to be touched after?
I don't.
Yeah, they
I
don't.
don't.
They
When
don't.
when I look at a porn video and I nut, I don't
Me
see
too.
that shit nasty.
Nasty as
Yeah, me
fuck.
too. I'm like,
Me
what?
too.
You're filthy.
Why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel
It's a
filthy.
Yeah, I'm
After-
telling you, it's a
But
difference.
I never knew that. I never heard that before.
Look.
And that's good. I'm glad. And she said I can come
Exactly.
multiple
I'm telling
times,
you, it's a
but
difference.
until I get that
Your
orgasm,
body,
I'm gonna keep
like,
coming.
you can't control yourself
Keep
when
going.
you have an orgasm. I'm
That
telling
is
you.
crazy. Man, I learned something new,
I
man. I
probably had
appreciate
an
y'all for
orgasm
that.
3 times in my life, but I've
Really?
done it a lot. Yeah. No bullshit.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna put them out there.
So let me ask you this
But the
then.
girl
So
was
how do
out.
you think that could be corrected? What do you think
I don't know.
delays that?
It's the man.
It's the man. You gotta know what you're doing.
It's the
You gotta
man.
hit that spot. If you don't hit that spot, I'm a nut, but I ain't gonna have a
And I think that's too. Boy, a lot of women. I was talking to a sister at work. Let me tell you this. It was
What
crazy.
about
She's
squirting?
a stud.
About squirting.
Yeah, go figure, right? And she was talking about that her experiences with men before she transitioned. She was saying that for a lot of men that were well endowed, they never really did it for her. And she think it was because a lot of people get this ego when your stuff is so big, but you won't really know how to work with it.
Yeah, I've had
And she was like, I've had better sex with people who were average.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I prefer average. That way ain't
I don't
swole.
want no big mandingo.
Oh, what?
Swole, baby.
You know, a lot of people say that though. They don't want no big meat.
I
I don't put no
don't.
ice down there.
I think for what most women that people would prefer to look at it than to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It look good.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I want
when
you a
men
little
would-
bit above average, just a little slightly. That's average or above average. I don't want no hysterectomy horse dick. Hell no, I don't want that shit.
Wow. Y'all said 2 in her life. Wow.
2
she said-
orgasms ever in your life?
and she has 3 children, 3 daughters.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
She said, Nicole said, I really feel my sisters who don't have orgasm and there are more than one form of climax. Okay, I can see that
There's
too.
more than
And
one.
I think that's
I
too
read
why
an
a lot of
article that
women-
said there's 7 ways a woman can orgasm.
And I think that's too why a lot of women like oral sex, prefer oral sex.
Because that's who usually when I orgasm.
Yeah.
And it's been with the girl because she knows how to go straight.
She
to
know
the
what
clit.
a girl
When
know
you go
what
to the
she.
clit,
Yeah, she know
Yeah.
where
You
it
gonna
is.
orgasm automatic. Like that shit just
Yeah.
don't make it toes, girl. As far as fucking, I can honestly say probably once in my life I've had orgasm fucking penetrating.
Penetration. Yeah, that's the hardest
So
one
if
to
a
give a
girl saying
woman.
she have orgasm,
That
I
is the
fuck-
hardest one
That's
to
the
give a
hardest
woman.
one,
That is the
baby.
hardest one to give a woman. Straight penetration, not penetration with the touching of the clit and all that. No, just straight penetration.
feel like
And
I've been bamboozled.
satisfied.
Mhm.
I just haven't had
Yeah, the
orgasm.
sex can be bomb. You
I,
just
mean,
Okay.
I
like
just won't orgasm. Now when I do it myself,
I think that's anybody though. I think that's anybody when you do it yourself. It's
too
different.
many.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Oh wow.
That's it.
And the same thing.
Oh, she
about-
said, I mean, how many church here has nothing to do with orgasm.
I'm trying to
Which I
tell
know
you.
that too, because like I said, the reason why I
Not
said this is
just
because
one
I
of
know
them, yeah, a
multiple
lot of
people.
women
I know
want
I was
to
making a
tell
point when I
them
said that.
sex.
When I first even heard about this,
That's true.
it was because a woman I knew
I'm in trouble.
who had multiple kids, and she said, I've never had an orgasm before. And it blew me.
It's true.
It blew me.
And then some people you can
If you
work
are-
with an orgasm. and some people can't squirt. I think that's a
So do y'all
too.
think
I
squirting
know
is
a couple-
peak?
It's not.
I've never squirted, but I know a couple of girls that
I
actually
have.
are squirting.
But
Yeah.
I have, but I'm not like a habitual.
Yeah.
I don't have every time.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
like I'm not like on the move on the porn star.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those. But
Yeah.
like
Just
you
say,
can, and I do not. It's not pee because everybody can pee. If that's the case, you will all be pissing everywhere.
So what is
So
it? Just-
it's
is it-
something that very few can do.
So she
is
said
it
no.
nut coming
She
out,
said
or is it
something.
just
She
water?
said it's not just on the men. A
The
lot of
few, the
women won't
proud.
even tell a man during sex when
We
he
won't.
is not satisfying her.
We
and
just
this is
fake
a
it
part
because
of
y'all
the
are
reason.
gonna get offended.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me tell you
Later.
this. Men can fake it too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Sure
can.
can.
I've done
They
it before.
can. They
I
can.
done done it and sent her
I know.
home on the
I
bus.
feel like I know when a guy's fake.
Me too.
I feel like I know
And
it.
she said, yes, being with the woman, I've had more orgasms than I have. with
I've
the
never
man.
been with a
Because the
woman,
girl-
but I've had
I'm telling you,
orgasms.
but you gotta find a good one because I got a crazy one. So she still hit me up to this day. That's crazy. You know, Brandon wrote me the other day on Cash App. That's how crazy she is. I
On
put her
Cash
App.
App.
But look,
Oh,
Sent you $1.
That's crazy.
for real.
But
Look,
how?
yeah,
But look, I really appreciate y'all. We had a good conversation tonight.
Yeah,
It's always
it's
fun to
over
talk about
already?
sex. Yeah,
And we
it's
didn't
been
even
over an hour.
say about we just went out totally off topic.
we did say it was dating to the 30s.
Yeah, I think we touched on different
We did.
subjects
It
when
was
it came to
good.
that. Yeah.
That is Taylor-
So,
Caitlin Hill.
I really appreciate y'all. Who's Caitlin Hill? Hey,
She's
mom.
talking
That's your
about
daughter.
I don't know.
My
My daughter better not be on here though.
goodbye.
Look,
Uh-oh.
Mama, your
Ooh.
daughter in the house.
Call me.
Hey, but I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, this is my season finale for season 1 of the G Spot podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I will be back on March 17th, the year of our Lord 2022. Man, I really appreciate for everybody that supported me, man. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I really, really, really appreciate. I appreciate you for pushing me. I appreciate you. Let me tell you something. She's so fucking resourceful. Like, if I need somebody, hey, do you know somebody who do this? I write her ass. Okay, because she knows somebody that do some of everything, man. And make sure y'all check out. He do a lot of good
shout
events,
out all
man.
y'all.
Yeah, he do a lot of
Tattoo guy.
good event, and he does tattoos.
Yeah,
man.
he's gonna do my back. He's still know it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he knows now. Yeah, we on Maury.
I
Yeah.
I do a lot, Nas.
Yeah,
I do a lot,
you do a
but-
lot, man. I'm thankful for Miss Eula Brown. I don't know if she's on here tonight. I'm thankful for Denise Williams, man. That's my girl right there. I'm thankful for Cortland. Damn, I'm calling you with damn, my sister them call you. I'm thankful for Cortland Turner, man. Make sure y'all check out Hustle Mentality. If y'all, I don't know if y'all can see my shirt, but he is the brand. That's who I got. Like, he got his own clothing brand, man.
I'm so excited.
So make sure y'all
Yes.
check that
Awesome.
out, dog.
I
Make sure
can't
y'all
wait.
look up Create My Customs or either Hustle Mentality. I share it on my pages all the time. Make sure y'all look him up, man, and get some of his merchandise.
Definitely.
I want to say to a sister who made a comment to me and said that Black people post Black businesses as a hashtag to get more money. That's a fucking lie. The reason why we post it is because we want to close the gap. The wealth gap in the Black communities. We got to start putting money back into our own communities. It ain't about who you like, what you
Saving the
like.
black dollar, baby.
Saving the black dollar, because
right.
it's as if you see what's going on right now, man, shit is about to get even crazy. And if
Exactly.
Oh,
you
it is. I don't know what
fucking
y'all
fool.
watching, but be
You
watching.
don't know what
the
you're watching.
news.
You a damn fool if you're not taking heed and trying to learn how to do trades, trying to learn how to do architect, trying to learn how to
A
plant some
different
shit,
song.
a different
Other
something.
than a 9 to 5.
Because, and the thing is, don't nobody. We are quick. We are the first ones to go run to every different ethnicity, every different racist issues. The border with the kids missing in Mexico, but then ain't nobody in Mexico came to fight for blacks.
Mhm.
Start focusing on what the fuck is going on in the Black community.
Yeah.
We need more love in the Black community. Man, we got to start standing up. And I don't give a fuck about your sexuality, your race. We got to start standing up in the Black community and being men. I always say that men, we are the fence, and the woman is the garden. And as the fence, you are the protection. And even when it comes to your friends, when it comes to your friends, man, protect your friends. And as men, start loving each other. It is not weak to love another man if that's your brother, because we have been showed hate for so fucking long.
That's
For
right.
sure.
And that is what's wrong with the mental and the men in our community today. So show love to each other. Like I said, man, I am so humble. I am so blessed to be able to sit on this platform. Good.
Y'all, we support and y'all know that's going on with the Pensacola Police Department, how they broke into what's his name, Corey?
That guy's house
Yeah.
and the toddler.
And the toddler, just like y'all was down there underneath that graffiti bridge for George Floyd, support your local. That's right here in Pensacola.
Yeah.
Same as like Breonna Taylor all over again in Pensacola.
Do it here, man. The thing is, we got too many.
Here.
We got too many scary
That man
Negroes.
sitting there for
Too
something
many
that we
people
all
too.
would have did.
We got
to
too many
protect our
scary Negroes
home.
that's good for sitting back on social
On
media and
social
typing
media,
their
Facebook,
opinions.
yes.
But you ain't down
You
for
ain't
getting in
about
these
the
streets.
movement. You just
You ain't about the
behind it.
movement.
You don't show up for shit. You
The
just
thing-
but I always got something negative to say
Always got
about
something
the
negative to
people
say.
that are doing shit to support. it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you see
If
these
you ain't
people,
about
man.
the cause, shut up about it.
There was so many slaves that jumped off the ship.
Yeah.
There was so many people that came here who was willing to sacrifice their lives. We had so many slave revolts that they don't like to talk about. And as soon as we get a show or a movie that talk about it, they banned it because people were fighting back. So it's time for us to fight back, and not necessarily you have to get physical, but you can fight back with your dollars. You hit people in their pocket. I remember I used to say all the time, I ain't calling
Wanna
police
make
on
somebody
nobody.
hurt.
I'm gonna handle it myself. Let me tell you something. When you hit somebody, I could hit you, you're gonna heal from that. But when I hit your pockets,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's totally different. That's a
That's
different type of
what
hurt.
he mean when he hashtag black business.
Yeah.
Black business, but it's time to hit their pockets and
That's
start
right.
putting money
That's
to
the
our
only way they
community.
gonna
Shameless,
hear you.
shameless,
That's the
shameless.
only way they gonna hear you.
Shameless
That's what they
plug. Make sure y'all go check out Amazing Graphic Selfie Studio on 9 Mile Road, man. That's a great situation that just has been brought to Pensacola, and she needs to support
Yes.
because that's the first Black-owned situation of that dynamic that's been put in Pensacola for us to have. So once again, shameless plug, Amazing Graphic Selfie Studio. Make sure you go check it out. Follow it on Facebook, follow it on Instagram,
Yes.
and go make sure you support that situation because it's a great artistic outlet, a great thing to do, and just support it, man. Support it.
Yes, please support it, man. We got to start supporting each other. And sometimes it ain't
Yep.
about you not liking a person, but if what their cause and what they're doing is set in a positive tone and it's about positivity, you should still support. One thing about me, I work with people plenty of times and I ain't gotta like you, but I like what you're doing. And I know you're doing it because you're passionate about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We got to start supporting each other because one thing about Black people, what y'all do that get on my nerves, y'all will go to a Black restaurant and get on Facebook and say, "Oh, this so nasty. They did this, they did that. The food was half cooked," but then y'all would take y'all ass to McDonald's every fucking week, and they will
fuck
give
up
you
your
some
order.
and they will fuck up your order, and you gonna take your ass right back to
back.
McDonald's.
And not
Be
say
your
a
own
damn
people
thing.
every
And I say a
time.
damn thing.
And y'all, and that going piggybacking off of that, you act like Black people, Black businesses can't have a bad day. You have a bad day.
I say
There's days when you've been off your shit.
yes.
Who's to say that day, you know what? They messed up your order. They did forget
Yes.
to call you when it was ready or something.
Yes.
They're human.
Yes.
Just like he said that same thing about McDonald's. You still went back and patronized the McDonald's. Why stop patronizing them for that one time mess up? Like you ain't
Yes.
never messed up.
Like you ain't never.
You
messed
ain't
up,
never
man.
messed up. You ain't never need forgiving. You weren't never off your game.
Man.
That's
If
what
you
y'all
had a bad-
do.
If you don't want to eat,
That's
don't
what
put it
y'all
on
do.
social
Don't put it on
media.
social
And if
media.
you
Just
feel it,
don't
don't
eat
put
there.
Don't even eat that.
What's that saying? You ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing
Yeah,
at
don't
all.
say nothing
For
at
real,
all.
it's that simple.
However,
Yeah.
some people shouldn't be business owners.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me say this real quick
I'm
too.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
You hairstylists and barbers,
Hello,
Speak to
y'all
me.
need to get y'all shit together too.
dead ass.
If a
Dead
person,
ass.
because if somebody come late to an appointment, y'all find them. But then if you're late doing their hair at the time they're supposed to do that, then you should give them some type of discount too.
Discount
Two, y'all pick and choose. And I'm gonna say this for everybody. A lot of y'all pick and choose who y'all would rather work with. And you have that
You're
right.
right.
You have that right. But
Because
don't
you can't
sit.
work with everybody.
You can't work with everybody, but at the same time, if you don't know a person and you only dealing with them or you only not working with them because of your personal opinion, what you heard about them, then you dead ass wrong for that. So, like I'm saying, man,
And that's
support
probably gonna be
Black
the person that
businesses.
come in and give you the biggest tip out of all your clients.
Exactly.
You just never
Support
know.
Black
You
business, man. Because sometimes, man, you get your biggest blessings is when you're doing stuff when you're uncomfortable. When you forcing yourself to do something because I know that I'm gonna get blessed with this regardless. And don't always take everything personal when people come at you because sometimes it's not you, it's them.
Yep.
And you just have to take that shit and keep it moving. So, like I said, man, and if y'all trying to spend some dollars this weekend, make sure that y'all come to the Oshun Golden Harvest Temple Marketplace we having at 3499. It's gonna 3499 North Davis Highway at Sunday, February 27th from 4 to 6 p.m. We're gonna have food, music, and it's gonna be Mardi Gras theme, man, because we in Mardi Gras season, and Mardi Gras is fun. I love Mardi Gras, man. I was just in Mobile. I wanted to catch.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah. My
well, he
spirit is from
Creole.
New Orleans.
He
yeah.
Creole.
I feel like in the
New
past
Orleans.
life, I probably lived in New Orleans and I stayed in a Victorian house because I like old shit. Like everybody who knows me know I like old shit, old
He does.
houses, all that type of shit, man.
I've seen the house on
I do,
American
man.
Horror.
Uncle
Story.
Roy.
Yeah, that's me, man. I don't know.
I've seen the house on American Horror Story.
Yeah, we
It's
rode
not
past. I
like-
had to ride past it, man. Like that's just who I am. But make sure y'all support that, man, and come spend y'all money. But you ain't spending your money, like I said, because nobody ain't trying to cheat you. But we got some. We're gonna have some really, really, really good stuff, man, with some really good people and a really good vibe. Also, man, make sure y'all check out on April 10th. 2022, we having an African Day party. Me and my boy Wole out of Mobile, Alabama, and my boy
Wole.
Soto. Most of y'all know him as George
Sure.
I
Long.
hope I'm here. I can't remember.
It's
I got something
from
going
3
on
p.m.
April, but I don't
until
know what
if we looking for more vendors. If you want to be a vendor, make sure that you email me or hit me up in my DMs. Admission is $20, and we will have VIP sections. And these VIP sections won't be like some clubs, where VIP and everybody can come up in that motherfucker. This would be real VIP sections.
that was a little shade.
And
for
our
somebody
attire
club.
is gonna be all white and all white and African attire. And when I say this, let me tell you this dress code will be enforced. You can, if you don't have on all white,
You gotta
or
teach me
African
how to tie
attire.
that rap thing
You
around my
won't be in
head.
the door.
Yeah, okay, I got you, dog. I got you, dog. If you will not be able to get in, then I don't care if you got a ticket, you won't be able to get in. So dress the part, because if you go to a Jeezy all black party and wear all black, you should do the same thing for your own people.
For
So,
sure.
like I
Right.
said, we're gonna be at Lure Nightclub, which Lure, a lot of y'all probably know what Lure Nightclub is in Mobile, Alabama, on 270 Dolphin Street. Make sure y'all check us out, man. We're gonna have DJ Hell from Pensacola, Florida, in the building
Yup.
with our
Sad.
Afrobeat vibes.
With her
Man,
Hellraiser
And bring that
fan
Emma
club.
piano vibe. Bring
Yes.
that Emma piano vibe.
exactly, boy. We're gonna be getting down. And on top of that, we're gonna have African drummers. In the building. And we're gonna have Queen Moni Faye, which is the queen of the E5 culture that
Shabbat
lives
knock,
in
knock.
Pensacola, Florida. She will be there. She's queen of the E5 culture in the whole United States. And she will be at our event because she is my mentor, our godmother. So she will be at Lord that day as well. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Carpool with your people in Pensacola. Y'all got to come hard. I ain't talking about HARD. Damn, that was a Mama D moment. I ain't talking about HARD. I'm talking about HAWWWD. Because Mobile, Alabama, they already think they say we dress soul. So we gotta come hard, man. We gotta represent for our city. Make sure y'all do that, man. And then too, like I said before, make sure my brother, I wish I had his flyer up on here. He got an event this weekend.
Yo, yeah, we got Vibes and Things Caribbean Day Party this weekend. Once again, 701 North V Street. Off of Cervantes, man. It's BYOB, $15 to get in. We got 2 VIP tables available.
Yeah.
Well, no, 1 actually available. It's gonna be a vibe, man. It's actually a runoff of our Afro Caribbean nights that we do hold. Once again, shout out to Exclusive Stepper and DJ Dreddy. Yeah, so just come and check us out this weekend, Saturday, once again, February 26th from 3 to 9 p.m. And it's gonna be a vibe for sure.
It's definitely gonna be a vibe, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all, it's gonna be
You're
a couple
welcome.
weeks, a few weeks before y'all see me again, but the content and everything will be way better. Even my logo gonna be different. Ain't gonna be a little different. It's gonna be different. But that ain't gonna be different, man. This first season was a big learning experience for me. Like I said before, man, I am so grateful. I'm so happy for everybody that's out there who's thinking about pushing something within themselves. If it's already in your mind, it's already in you. God has already put it in you. God is in everybody, even people who don't believe in God. God is still there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, make sure self-love, love on yourself a little more, man. Respect yourself, and how you love yourself, it shows also in how you let people treat you. So, and we have power to create the atmosphere around us. Be more nice to people, man, because we all going through some shit right now. We all going through some shit right now, and just love on each other more, love on your family more, love yourself more, and invest in your dreams, man. Believe in yourself and invest in your dreams. If you were born, God already felt enough of you to bring you here, so you already got it. So I love y'all, man, and I will see y'all again on March 17th, same time, same place. Like I
Peace,
said,
love, and soul.
peace, love, and soul. And like I said, man, any event I have coming up, y'all will definitely see on my page or whatever. And man, I'll see y'all in 3 weeks. Y'all be safe.
For sure,
Bye.
Ski.
Good night.